Now, hello and welcome to Tuesday's Yoga. I'm so glad that you are here, whether you are here in person or here for the live stream or the recording later. Big breath in through both nostrils. Sigh it away. You have arrived. Before we get started on our flow this morning, I want to say hi and welcome to planet Earth in this realm. So life is horrible, terrible, no good, very bad days, right? However, I would like to say also, we are all orphans of empire. And the purpose of yoga is not to stretch and feel better. That's a side effect. The purpose of yoga is to know yourself at least as well as the advertisers do. And you owe it to yourself to know yourself as well as the advertisers do. I've been reading some books lately about advertising and propaganda and how much the tools of psychology are used to get into our brains and make us buy things that we do not need and make us feel in particular ways so that we spend our hard-earned money on things that we do not need, thinking that they're going to make us feel better, and they don't in the long run, maybe for a little while. And the tools of yoga helps us to know ourselves well enough, and sometimes that's some really dark and terrifying territory and sad. And you know what? That is okay. That is okay. If you feel dark, if you feel sad, if you feel mad, that is okay. And yoga teaches us how to be with those feelings and not judge ourselves for them and not feel like, hopefully, that we have to go out and spend our hard-earned money on something that's not gonna end up making us feel better. Okay, lecture over. Just wanna remind you what this is really, truly all about. And now let's get started with our flow. This is all about today's flow, and the postures that we take are all about loosening the tension from the upper body. So we're gonna start with some full body stretches on our feet, and then we're gonna work our way down to the earth for some stuff that's really gonna specifically loosen some tension from the upper body. We have been, for the last few weeks, been practicing Uddiyana Bandha using breath retention to help us get there, okay? So we're gonna do just 3 rounds of the breath retention to help locate and activate these muscles that are involved in Uddiyana Bandha. So come to a slight squat. So we're gonna separate the feet and bend the knees enough that we can get our hands on our knees. We're gonna exhale all the air out. And then once we've exhaled all the air out, we're gonna hold the breath out and suck the belly up into the low rib cage. Hold the breath out for as long as you can. All right, here we go. 3 rounds, breathe out. Hold the breath, suck your belly up into your rib cage. All right, stand back up. So Uddiyana Bandha isn't a breath technique necessarily, so there's 2 reasons why we've been doing it this way. The first reason is that I want you to start really feeling these upper abdominal muscles, and while we're standing and practicing, see if you can engage those muscles and pull them upwards into the rib cage. Now, if you're like, what the hell? I don't even know what that's about. It's okay. This is the process of getting to know yourself, okay? The other reason that we do that is that activating all of this when we do the breath retention prepares us for a very specific breath technique that we're gonna get to down the road called Nauli breathing. And Nauli breathing is a super powerful breath technique to help us support metabolism and digestion, as well as just general core strength. So I invite you to use that Uddiyana Bandha as much as you can today. Face the short edge of your mat. We're gonna do 2 sun A's to start. Extended mountain, reach your arms up, take a huge breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Lift halfway, take a huge inhale, hands to the shins or the knees. Lengthen the head away from the butt. And then on your exhale, plant your hands, spread those fingers wide, step back to high plank. Bend the elbows just to the rib cage, not past. Low plank, untuck the toes, lift your chin, upward facing dog. Yes, nicely done. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog, hips up. Take a look at your thumbs, walk on up. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, here we go. Sun A, second one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step back, high plank. Feel free to bring your knees to the earth if you want for high plank, low plank. And then when you come into lifting the chin with the legs on the earth, this is cobra. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog, hips high. Check out your thumbs. Travel up to the thumbs, halfway lift. Fold. Let's do sun B's now. We're gonna do 2 rounds. Extended mountain. Chair. Bend those knees. Uddiyana Bandha is really accessible here. When you exhale, pull those belly muscles up towards the rib cage. Bend your knees just a little deeper. Yes, nicely done. Forward fold. Halfway lift. And flow again, high plank to low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Look at your right hand. Step your right foot up. And then pivot your back heel, your left heel down to the earth. So your foot's at a 45-degree angle-ish. And then stand up. Bend your front knee just a little bit deeper. Pull that back knee, or the back hip, left hip, towards the front. Lift your arms up. Warrior one. On your exhale, bring your arms to goddess, elbows high, pull those shoulder blades together. Yes. Lower your hands behind your butt, interlace your fingers, pull the shoulders away from your jawline. Pull the shoulder blades together, collarbones apart. Lift your chin and pull your teeth together. Fold, humble warrior, shoulder folds to knee, press through your back foot. And then plant your hands on the earth. High plank, low. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward. Pivot your back heel, your right heel down at a 45-degree angle. Situate your feet, press into your feet, stand up. Bend your left knee. Pull the right hip forward and then press down through the knife edge of the back foot. Good stuff. Lift your arms. Warrior one. Goddess arms. Pull those shoulder blades together. See if you can get them to touch over your spinal column. Pull your collarbones away from your jaw. Lower the hands, clasp them. Pull those shoulder blades together again. Lift your chin and pull your teeth together. Breathe in. Humble warrior. Press down through the knife edge of your back foot. And then palms to earth, flow again. Downward facing dog. Check out your hands. Travel up to your hands. Half lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. And chair. Remember your Uddiyana Bandha. Pull the belly up into the rib cage. Forward fold. Halfway lift. And flow again. High plank. Low plank. Cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Okay, last set of warrior ones with the arms. Step your right foot forward. Plant that back heel down. Press down through the knife edge of the foot in the back. Right behind the toes of the front foot. Stand up. Reach up. A little faster this time. Goddess arms. And then keep them moving down until your hands are clasped behind you. Yes, lift the chin. Pull the teeth together, stretch your throat. Humble warrior. And flow. When you arrive in your downward facing dog, step your left foot forward for the last warrior one. Goddess arms. Keep them rolling down. Clasp the fingers behind you. Pull the shoulder blades together. Look up. Chin up. Throat stretched. Humble warrior. Hands to earth and flow. One more time. Look at your hands, walk on up, and ragdoll. Rest here, let your head hang, let your torso dangle from your hips. Freestyle. Take your time, roll on up to stand. Nicely done. Take a moment to roll the shoulders out after all that warm up. Maybe lift them and drop them. So good. Separate your feet just a little bit. Slight V. Heels slightly in, toes slightly out. Small bend in the knees. We're gonna do a maneuver from Tai Chi, Qi Gong, also called elephant asana in yoga. I don't know if that's a real thing, but what we're gonna do is swing. And we're gonna let the momentum of the arms as we turn, fling the arms out, loosening up everything in the torso. The arms, the hands. Build as much momentum as you can so that your hands are slapping gently across the shoulders. But go slow enough that you don't make yourself dizzy. If you do get dizzy, slow it down a little more. And start slowing down the momentum until your arms are still and by the sides. Pause here and just notice how you feel. Bring the feet back together. We're going to do a shape called Yoga Mudra. This is one of the very basic shapes in yoga and really helpful for loosening tension up through the front of the body. We're gonna interlace the fingers back behind the back and then lower the hands as far down below the tailbone as you can. Pull the shoulder blades together, collarbones apart. Notice your feet. Just pause here for a couple of breaths. Teeny tiny little bend in the knees and see if on your exhale you can create that Uddiyana Bandha, pulling the high belly up into the rib cage. This is the beginning of Yoga Mudra. For the full Yoga Mudra, we're gonna forward fold with our hands clasped behind us. So a little bend in the knees and then gently fold forward, keeping the hands clasped behind you, and then lift your hands up off of your back as much as possible. And maybe that's only a little bit, maybe it's a lot. Wherever you are, keep the fingers interlaced. Keep your shoulder blades pulled together as much as possible while you let your head hang. Send some love and attention to the back of your neck and the back of your head. Bend your knees, keep your fingers interlaced, and then stand back up. Squeeze your thighs on the way up. And then loosen the hands down by your sides. Nicely done. Okay, we have done a bunch of forward folding. We've done a bunch of reaching the front of the chest up, so we've done some back bending, and we've also done twists already, right? The one thing that we haven't done is a lateral stretch, so we're gonna do that now. Reach your arms all the way up, join your fingers, interlace the fingers, point your pointer fingers, wrap one thumb over the other, Kali Mudra, small bend in the knees, Uddiyana Bandha on your exhale, pull the belly to the spine, and now just tick-tock back and forth. Remember to keep a small bend in your knees and keep your belly pulled in towards the ribs and the spinal column. And only lean over as far as you want to feel the stretch in the side body. And then reach up into the center. And gently let the arms come down. There is our standing warm-up. We're gonna come down to the earth for Simhasana. So head on down to the earth, make yourself comfortable in the Simhasana shape while I do a little bit of camera work. If you're not familiar with Simhasana, then hang tight. I'm gonna demonstrate it here in just a couple of breaths. Oh, yes. Simhasana, toes together on the back of the mat, knees apart. And then we're gonna spread the fingers and press them onto the earth with the wrists facing out. And now, my friends, we're going to do 30 seconds of lion's breath. Ready? Go. Option to stick your tongue out if you want, but it is not required. Ten more seconds. And now come on around to a comfortable seat. That's any variation that you want. Maybe you like sitting on your heels with your knees in front of you. This is also fine. Or you can come around to crisscross applesauce. Next up, we're gonna pay attention to the larger muscles in our upper back and chest. We're gonna do shoulder lifts and drops. We're gonna do one shoulder at a time. We're gonna do 3 for each shoulder. So we're gonna use the inhale to lift the shoulder up towards the jaw, towards the ear, and then on the exhale, don't just drop it. See if you can just throw it down, like you'd be throwing something nasty out of your hands, right? So just shoving all of that stress right off of your shoulders. Ready? Let's go. Inhale the right shoulder up. Take a breath. Notice how you feel. Now let's take care of the left shoulder. Inhale, lift it. Exhale, toss it down. Relax and breathe. Inhale, both shoulders up. Keep going. Pause and breathe. Next up, we're gonna inhale the shoulders up, and then we're gonna use the exhale to pull the shoulder blades all the way back and all the way down, and then release. So inhale up, both shoulders. Rock them back, as far back as you can get them. Maximum effort here, keep exhaling all the way back, all the way down, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Let it go. 2 more. One more for good measure. Relax, breathe. And now we're going to take the shoulders up on the inhale and then rock everything forward and then down and then release. Ready? Inhale, lift. Rock them forward. Pull the shoulder blades way apart now. Way apart, way forward, way down. 2 more. Inhale up. Rock them forward. So good. And now freestyle. Rock the shoulders around however you want. Maybe get the elbows and the hands involved. Next up, we're gonna take the right arm all the way across the body and we're gonna crook it into the left elbow and use the left arm to pull the arm into the front of the chest, the upper chest. Yep, you've got it. Notice if you're tensing up. Maybe you're tensing the legs up or the belly up. See if you can relax the muscles. And release. And opposite arm. Use the crook of your elbow to hold onto the inner elbow and then pull your arm into the body. So one of the things we're trying to do is pull the shoulder blade away from the rib cage here, getting into the supraspinatus muscle. That's the muscle fiber that attaches from the inside of the shoulder blade to the upper rib cage, one of the muscle fibers. And release, roll the shoulder. Now just a little bit more for this set of muscles in the back of the body. We're gonna do eagle arms. Doesn't matter which elbow you bring under the bottom first. Option to either hug your shoulders or if you want, maybe fold the forearms together and then check it out for yourself, right? So each one of us is gonna carry tension in a different place. So I invite you to move the elbows around, up and down, away from the body until you feel wherever that little, right there for me. Maybe it's somewhere else for you. Move it around until you feel that maximum stretch and then pause there and take 3 full breaths in and luxuriate in your exhale, pulling the belly towards the spine. Unwind and change sides. Move your arms around until you find that sweet spot or the sore spot and then pause there. Breathe deeply, 3 rounds. And unwind the arms, relax and breathe. Feel better? Yeah, good stuff. Okay, done a lot already for opening up the front of the rib cage with all of the moves that we did when we were on our feet. If you need some more, feel free to bring some more in. Always pulling the shoulder blades together is going to be a really good way to loosen tension through the pecs, right? The pectoral muscles are the ones that run from the sternum out to the edge of the rib cage. So anytime you need that, shoulder blades together is going to help stretch, right? Now let's start paying attention to the neck. We're going to do some head rolls. Drop your ear to your shoulder and then chin to chest, opposite ear. If it feels okay, let the head rock back or not. So you determine what's going to be nice for the neck here. And take it easy and slow. We have plenty of time left in our 45 minutes together. If you notice your breath catching when you get to a certain point, go ahead and pause wherever you feel that little hitch in the breath, and then stay in that spot and breathe. And then continue with your rotations. We're going to do this for at least another 30 seconds in this same direction. Pause when you need to. I'll keep an eye on the clock. Next time your chin comes to your chest, pause there. Take a breath. And then roll your head in the other direction. Easy does it. Slow, slow, slow. Don't rush. And then chin to chest. And now very gently fold your hands together along the back of the head. Let your elbows drop in towards your temples. Don't pull the head down. Just let the weight of your arms stretch out the back of the neck. The muscles that stretch all the way up into the base of the skull here. We're going to pause here for another 5 or 6 breaths. Keep your hands on the back of your head, pull the elbows away, and then lift your head. So now we're going to press the back of the head into the hands, keeping the jaw parallel to the earth. This helps to create length along the back of the neck while you are upright. Also, you may notice some stretching action across the muscles under your armpits and elsewhere. Keep pressing your head into the back of your hands. Jaw is parallel to the earth. 2 more deep breaths here. And then release the fingertips down to the earth. See if you can keep that same action of pressing the back of the head with the jaw parallel. So the neck is nice and long, front and back. Walk your hands away from the body. Yep. And then drop your right ear to your right shoulder. And then tilt the head back. So we're keeping the ear towards the shoulder, tilt the head back. And maybe that's not very far. Like maybe this musculature from the jaw out to the collarbone is really tight. So go slow. Yep. And now tilt the head back to neutral so that you're facing forward. And then tilt the chin down. So you're looking down at your lap. Chin is now towards the collarbone. Keeping the fingers out and away from the body as far as is comfortable. And now turn your chin so that it's over the right shoulder. And then look up, look forward, and then look up, keeping the chin over the right. Chin to the right, look up, look all the way up and to the right, up and to the right. When you're all the way up, when you're looking all the way up and the chin is to the right, start to bring your gaze to the center. Now the chin is in the center, reaching up, and then start to look left. When you're looking all the way over to the left, start to look forward, bring the gaze down, and then bringing the chin down towards the left collarbone, looking down at your left leg. Keep the left ear to the left shoulder, look forward, dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. Notice if anything's wanting to tense up. See if you can relax, let gravity do work here. Tilt the head back. And then tilt the head forward so that the jaw comes towards the collarbone. And then come back to neutral so that the left ear is over the left shoulder. Leave your right fingertips on the earth. Bring your left hand up and over gently. No pulling, just let gravity do the work here. Let the arm add work. All right, let's take it to the other side. Release the left hand, bring those fingertips on the earth, stretch them all the way out, bring the head back to neutral, and then right ear to right shoulder, and then bring your right arm up and over. No pulling, just let the arm be heavy. Release the hand. Bring your hands back to your lap, and now we're going to start working through the fingers and the web in the hand. So we're going to start with arms akimbo. Put your thumbs towards the back of your hip bones, spread the fingers wide so that they rest across the top of your thighs. Let your shoulders go. Awesome. Yep. I see you right here and now in person, or I see you in my mind's eye. Don't cheat yourself here. 30 seconds. Notice if your shoulders want to crawl up. See if you can let them drop. This is a great stretch for the web between the thumb and the forefingers, but you might notice other stretching sensation elsewhere. Breathe into it, let it go on the exhale, give over to gravity. And then release the hands. So we're going to take care of the individual fingers now. So bring your, whichever hand, we're going to do both. So bring one hand either palm facing up, or you can face the palm away from you. And then you're gonna take the fingers of the opposite hand and pull your pinky down towards the outer wrist. Give it at least one breath for each digit. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. And then shake it all loose. Roll your hands around the wrists, flop them around. And then we're gonna do fists and fans. So both varieties of fists, thumbs inside, roll. Fans, spread the fingers wide, roll. And then fists with the thumbs on the outside, roll. Shake it loose again, yeah. And then Anjali Mudra, prayer mudra, bring your palms together and then pull your wrists so that they're at a 90-degree angle and your thumbs are at your sternum. Wiggle the fingers as much as you can. And now turn the fingertips to face to the earth and lift the wrists up towards your chin. Yep. Are you pressing the back of your head into your imaginary hands? Is your jaw parallel to the earth? And now turn the fingertips back up, interlace the fingers, press your palms away from you. One last palm stretch. Stretch it out, fling those fingers around. And then last up is Yoni Mudra. We're gonna hold Yoni Mudra for 30 seconds officially. So we start with the thumbs together and the index fingers together and then open it up into that lovely little vagina shape and then let it sit in front of your pelvic bone. You can put this anywhere. The Yoni Mudra is the deep, feminine, creative, generative energy. So for the maximum amount of stretch for the web between the thumb and the forefinger, this is the best place for it. But if you need that energy elsewhere, bring those fingers elsewhere. 30 seconds, starting now. Feel free to stay in Yoni Mudra for as long as you like. All the work is done. If there's any other stretch that you need, enjoy it for the next 6 minutes. There is nothing left to do. Please move into whatever resting shape you like, whether that is Savasana or Child's Pose, constructive rest, supported fish pose. Since I am in a yoga studio, a real yoga studio today, and we have access to bolsters, I'm gonna demonstrate a variation of supported fish pose that you might really like. And this is the variety of supported fish pose where you're basically supporting the entirety of the spinal column. So you bring the bolster, or if you don't have a bolster, you can use a bed pillow or a couch cushion. It doesn't have to be a bolster. Bring it to the base of the spine and then ever so gently allow your head, your whole spine and your head to rest on the support. So that way you've lifted the rib cage so you can really stretch out all of the muscles across the front of the rib cage. Now your feet, you can plant them on the earth and bend the knees. You can come to butterfly, pressing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees drop open, or you can stretch them out, whatever is most comfortable. Or if there is another shape that works for you, do that. There's nothing left to do now, but give over to gravity and breathe. Zero effort here. Do nothing. Rest. Soak up the benefit of everything you have already done. When we bring all our attention to truly connect to whatever we're doing, whether we are walking, breathing, brushing our teeth, or eating a meal, it takes us back to being present in the here and now, which is the foundation of happiness. Welcome back to yourself. If you want to keep stretched out and resting, do that. If you're ready to move on, stretch, bring yourself around to a seat. And to put that quote a little more prosaically, this is from How to Connect by the amazing teacher Thich Nhat Hanh, who left us a few years ago. To put that a little bit more prosaically, I heard a certain first baseman for the Philadelphia baseball team say that one of the best pieces of advice that he was ever given was, be where your feet are. Yeah, good stuff, right? Be where your feet are. Okay, my fellow earthlings, my mamas and my papas, and my brothers and my sisters, and my siblings, all y'all, I'm so glad that you were here and that you spent the last 45 minutes with me. Let's close with this brief meditation. Safe, healthy, happy, and free. Me, you, everyone, all beings, everywhere, always. Let's go be a mighty kindness. Peace. May the force be with you. Take good care of yourself. I'll see you next time.